Good evening, students. Once again, here we are in the next session of Java programming lessons. I will wait for another 2-3 minutes for others to join. But in the meantime, one information I want to repeat. Last day also I told you that the content which I write here on the board is not earlier I sent that through your WhatsApp group by through the class teachers or through your computer teachers, but from last day itself I started attaching the this page in the video itself. So before I go onwards, I want to show you that how can you may have get, but from my side I just want to show you that in what way you will get. Browser you will open, and YouTube channel if you are opening. For example, this last day's class I am opening. Now once this is opened, this will be the window will get opened. Now here in this window you will find this link. Down to this you will find this link. Here when you will click, see here drive.google.com and ID is given there. This ID, at this ID the page is saved. So when you will click this, it will be opened here. So this will be opened, and you can get the complete details in the same way I write here on the board. You have not to wait for the teacher to send all these things. Immediately you can refer all these things and you can work with it. Now referring this, you can also see that what are the things I discussed. So we'll continue onwards. I'm closing this. Actually, for the sake of clarity, I write on the black background, but later at the time of sending, I invert the background and foreground so that it becomes readable for you on the computer. And if you want, you can take the printout of that also. Referring the book, if you will see, this is your book. Let me zoom and show you. And if you have your book with you, then in your book also you can refer from the beginning. I am discussing all these things. it may not clear if you are observing on the mobile phone, but at the same time you can keep your book opened with you so that you can see the things. I don't know why you people are not coming online. Only 5, 6 like that are appearing live. You should, if you are not getting the message, or in fact you should communicate to your friends also, because today I sent the link around 15 minutes before. Anyway, let us start. So about tokens, I told you there are 5 types of tokens: keyword, identifier, literals, punctuators, and operators. About all these things in brief earlier I told. About the keyword, I told that whatever the reserved words are there in Java, those are called as keywords, like char, long, for, case. There are different words which have some meaning in Java. The words which have some meaning in Java is the keyword, meaning predefined. That is also important to tell, that in Java some words have its meaning predefined, then they are considered as the keyword. And identifiers are the words that you define. Identifier are the letters, words that you defined, altogether token, the token that you define for holding the value of literals. Identifiers are the container of literals. These things last day I marked, I mentioned. Now, in the type of literals, you see it is mentioned, it is integer and floating and boolean and character and string and null. Integer literals, according to your book, it is shown whole numbers. According to the book I'm reading, whole numbers without any fractional part, numbers without decimal part are integer. You know that integers are the whole numbers. Floating literals, numbers having fractional part, like even 2.0. Only 2 if you write, then it is an integer. And when you write 2.0, that means it will be considered as floating literal, floating point number. So 2.0, 19.5, minus 14.5, minus 0.0125. Wherever fractional part is there, it is floating point. Now, Boolean. Boolean type has only 2 values, true and false, nothing else. Sometimes it is represented as 1 and 0 also. 1 for true and 0 for false. So Boolean literals are having only 2 states, true and false. Then character literal is a single character. Anything, a single character, even an alphabet or a symbol or even a digit. Digit can also be a character. The restriction or the need is that you have to enclose that within a pair of single quotes. In the book it is marked, on the screen also it is coming. May not be clear because a little more zoom I can do. That is the limit of the zooming of the book. So A and X are mentioned here, enclosed within single quotes. And if a digit also, like 0, 1, 9, is when enclosed within single quote, it will be also considered as character literal. Now string literal, in fact string, okay, at this moment consider it a string literal. string literal, then sequence of 0 or more characters surrounded by double quote. When something is enclosed within double quote, it is considered as a string and it can contain more than one characters also. And character doesn't mean only alphabets. Character means any character from the keyboard which you can print. And I told you earlier that Java uses Unicode character set. So the characters and alphabets of other languages can also be used for this. And null literal is representing nothing. The word null itself is used for this. Now it is punctuators. Last day also I mentioned a brief about it. Like general punctuators are whatever is written in the book. Punctuator are the symbols that are used to separate a program elements from others. Java provides the following characters as punctuators. Curly braces, curly bracket also it is called curly braces, parenthesis, round bracket also it is called, then square brackets, and then semicolon, and then comma. Then it is about operators. You know, operators are symbols or words which perform a specific operation on its operands. Java offers the following types of operators: arithmetic operator, increment operator, relational operator, logical operator, modulus operator, and conditional operator. You have a lot of detail about it in the subsequent chapters. Now, increment operator, decrement operator. Then it is variables. Whatever I told about identifiers, they are the variable itself. Having its value changeable. They occupy some space in the computer's memory. Whatever is written in your book tells variable hold data values to manipulate data. Variable is a location in memory that stores a variable, that stores a value. A variable must have a name, that is identifier, and data type. The data type determines how the data is represented in computer's memory and what operation can be performed on data. Now here one thing is very important to note, that Java treats uppercase and lowercase variable names or particularly identifiers differently. Last day this also I told. Now declaration of variable. Now before using a variable, it is necessary to tell what type of data it is going to contain. So from here I'm starting. Dekho, since I'm going to discuss about data types, that already I told, but here see, it is telling Java offers two types of data: primitive and reference. You have not to know much about this reference, but you have to work with primitive types only. Now see, in the primitive type, the category is logical, the data type is Boolean. The category is integer, the data type is byte, short, int, and long. They are the keywords. With these keywords, the data type or the variable type or the identifier type is defined. Textual, character, single character data. Floating point, double, float. They are the keywords for you to remember because they will actually define the data type. And then here it is also a fact to remember. I'm showing the part of the book so that you can refer your book, you can read it and you can understand. Byte type data occupies 1 byte of space, it is mentioned, and its maximum limit is up to plus 127. This is to remember. Short occupies 2 bytes of data from minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. int is occupying 4 bytes in the memory, and it is occupying, or it is including the numbers up to 2 to the power 31 minus 1. It's a big number. And long integer occupying 8 bytes, and it is up to 2 to the power 63, minus 2 to the power 63 to plus 2 to the power 63. This is also a big number. Double is also occupying 8 bytes, character is occupying 2 bytes, and boolean is occupying 1 byte. ये 1 byte पता नहीं क्यों लिखा है. This occupies only 1 bit itself, because it has only two states, true and false. And reference may you have not any details, much details to know about, but just one thing to know, that a string itself is a reference type data. अभी रेफरेंस क्या है इसमें अभी बहुत ज़्यादा मैं डिटेल नहीं बता सकता, क्योंकि उसके लिए कुछ और चीज़ों की ज़रूरत होगी. सो अभी सिर्फ इतना ही तुमको जानना है कि स्ट्रिंग इज नॉट अ प्रिमिटिव डेटा टाइप, बट इट इज अ रेफरेंस टाइप डेटा. नाउ अबाउट द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ प्रोग्राम. सो लेट अस कम. Variable. Variable is the data container that holds data values or literals used in data processing, used ऐसे नहीं लिखो, used for processing in different programming steps. So why you are, last day also I told you that why do you write program? You write a program for doing data manipulation. So data can directly be written also, and they can be given in the program wrapped by some name. So this variable is working like data container that holds the data given by the user. They represent the variable. A variable is a name given to the memory, to the a specific memory location that actually holds data and referring the variable name that particular data can be accessed. Now, right now I have told, as it is known, that different types of data hold different number of memory units. So, in bytes, इसमें ये भी मैं रेफरेंस लिख दूं, mentioned in the book. It is necessary to declare the data types also declare the, it is necessary to specify the यहाँ से लिखें तो ठीक है, specify the data type also for a variable declared for the use. Valid primitive data types are byte, short, int, long, float, double, then char, and reference data type is a string. इतनी बात दिमाग में रख करके काम शुरू करना है. One more thing I told you earlier and I demonstrated also, that a Java program is written as a class, and within the class, एक बार लिख करके मैं इसको रिकॉल करा दूं, how to write a basic, a fundamental, a simple Java program. पहला, a Java program is always written as a class. The class name वेरिएबल में एक चीज छूट गया, वो मैं अलग से बताऊंगा फिर. The class name must be same as the file name in which the program code is saved. दूसरा, a Java program, the class must include at least one function, main, that runs when the program is executed. The block for the class and the method, इसको फंक्शन भी कहते हैं, public static void main string args, then starting, and then whatever the lines you have to write, you will write, and then close this. So this and this marks one block, and then again a close, then here dot Java. इतना तक आपको करना है. अब एक चीज और जो मैंने कहा कि मैंने बताया नहीं, जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और आपको हमेशा याद रखना है. That was required to write before writing this, but I could not write. I am writing it again. Rules to write variable name or identifier. It must start with an alphabet. पहले भी ये दिया हुआ था, मैं अभी चूंकि शुरू करने जा रहा हूं, एक बार फिर से बता दे रहा हूं. It may contain digits afterwards. No symbol other than underscore. Some symbols are valid, but don't consider this. Underscore is a common valid symbol. No space for variable name. No space in variable name. Or keywords cannot be variable name. इतना चीज ध्यान रखना है. अब चलो प्रोग्राम लिखने के लिए हम लोग चलें. I am opening a simple text editor. For Linux system, it is gedit. Text editor is opened. I have gedit here. And one thing I am not writing, but yeah, note. Any single alphabet or a group of alphabets any single alphabet or a group of alphabets can be a valid variable name, but in general practice, a variable name is chosen as meaningful words of English language which are not the keyword. This practice This practice makes the program easily understandable. And again, I mention here, space is not allowed. ठीक है, अब देखो, आई एम राइटिंग पब्लिक, थोड़ा और जूम करना पड़ेगा, पब्लिक class, suppose I am writing my prog, माने मेरा प्रोग्राम, दोनों ब्रैकेट दे दिया स्टार्टिंग एंड एंडिंग, देन public static void main string args, this is closed, and then curly bracket starts and ends. ये जो है पब्लिक स्टैटिक वॉइड मेन, ये आपको याद रखना है। और देखो केस इसका बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ध्यान रखना। ऑल आर रिटन इन स्मॉल लेटर्स, पब्लिक स्टैटिक वॉइड मेन, हियर स्ट्रिंग, this S is capital by convention, and args is also a keyword. The curly bracket is started and then curly bracket is ending here. Here my prog is the name I have given. Now suppose I am writing int first number, float second number, उसी प्रकार डबल, शॉर्ट, लॉन्ग लिख सकते हैं। Once the variable is declared, you can put value into this. By default, it remains null, like Boolean. Status. Status is not meaningful. अब आप, once the variable is declared, you can put value into that. First number equal to, suppose I have given 244. Second number equal to 34.35. Status equal to false. ठीक है, अब आप लिख सकते हैं यहां पर, इसको प्रिंट किया जा सकता है, सिस्टम एस कैपिटल सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंट एलन फर्स्ट नंबर सेमीकोलन। पूरा नहीं आ रहा है, मैं उधर शिफ्ट करके दिखा सकता हूं। देन सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंट एलन इज प्रिंट इन अ लाइन, second number bracket close semicolon, system dot out dot println status सेमीकोलन। तीनों को मैंने लिखा, तीनों को प्रिंट किया। देखो, फर्स्ट नंबर, सेकंड नंबर, स्टेटस। Rest of the part was already defined. Let us save it. Control S. It is asking the name. What I gave, any name you cannot give. Whatever the class name was given, primary class, the first class, only that will be the name of file. So what I gave, my prog. So Control S, I am giving my prog dot java. ये शायद दिखाई नहीं पड़ रहा होगा तुमको क्लियरली, आई एम रीडिंग एंड टेलिंग। my prog dot java, file name given, enter is pressed, this is saved. Now coming to the terminal, this is the terminal. अब कुछ चीजें आपको इसके बारे में याद रखनी पड़ेंगी। If you want to work in the terminal and especially on the school-like system, Linux system, then something is necessary to keep in mind. Like ls is the command that shows my asterisk then you see myprog.java is coming, है ना। एक और है MySQL connect, लेकिन उसको नहीं, तुम्हारा myprog.java is coming थोड़ा डिम आ रहा है। अब इसको कंपाइल करने के लिए मैंने बताया था जावा C is the compiler's name, myprog.java. When you will write and you will press enter, it is telling myprog.java 7 error semicolon expected, है ना। ये गलती होगा तो प्रोग्राम कंपाइल नहीं होगा। So I missed to give semicolon, it is prompting semicolon is missing भैया, जब तक डालोगे नहीं तब तक कंपाइल नहीं होगा। Coming to the program again, see here I have not given the semicolon. जहां देखो कर्सर ब्लिंक कर रहा है, ये 34.35 जहां लिखा है वहां सेमीकोलन नहीं है, जबकि end of line is marked by semicolon only. So let us put a semicolon there. Given semicolon, Control S I am pressing to save. Coming to the terminal mode once again, up arrow key I am pressing. With up arrow key, the command is coming again, Java C space myprog डॉट जावा, प्रेस एंटर। अब क्या हो गया? अच्छा ठीक है, इस एरर का कारण अभी मैं नहीं बताऊंगा। बेहतर है कि इसको दूसरे तरीके से ठीक कर दिया जाए। There is some issue in using this float in this way. Let me write it as double. ठीक है, जैसे फ्लोट डेटा टाइप है वैसे डबल भी डेटा टाइप है फ्रैक्शनल नंबर्स के लिए। थोड़ा माइनर डिफरेंस है, वो आगे के क्लास में उसको क्लियर कर पाएंगे। अभी फिलहाल जिससे काम हो जाए वो देखो, केवल फ्लोट अभी नहीं हुआ, डबल के रूप में मैं दिखा रहा हूं इसको। कंट्रोल एस, सेव अगेन and coming back to this here, and again you are pressing up arrow, same command is coming, pressing enter, you see there is no error coming, prompt is coming back. अब here to execute that you will write it java। अब देखोगे इससे पहले मैं अगर ls my एस्ट्रिक अगर दे दूं तो अब देखोगे इस बार यहां एक एक्स्ट्रा तुमको फाइल मिलेगा। देखो इट इज कमिंग myprog.class। दिस was not coming earlier. myprog.class was not coming earlier. This comes after compilation of myprog.java code. देखो ये बातें मैं जब से मैंने जावा प्रोग्रामिंग शुरू किया है, आई एम रिपीटिंग अगेन एंड अगेन so that this becomes clear in front of you and you don't confuse कि अरे बाप रे ये क्या हो गया, कैसे नहीं रन कर रहा है। So that is why these things again and again I am telling, because these are the practical oriented things. It is not that you will remember and then you will do. You have to keep in mind to work properly with all these things on the computer. So once the program is compiled, the class file can run. Now I am writing Java. This is the call of JVM, Java Virtual Machine, and in the Java Virtual Machine, you are giving the code myprog.class. myprog. Pressing enter, you will see the first number is coming. The first number is coming, the second number is coming, and the status is coming. So first number is not coming, mind it. I wrote, अगर आप कोड देखेंगे, you see the code I have written first number, but first number is not coming. The value put in first number 244, that is coming. So can you not tell this first number is working like the data container? First number is holding the name first number is holding the number 244, and whenever you are telling print first number, then let 244, print second number, then let 34.34. कंटेनर की जहां तक बात है, तुमने अभी एक देखा कि यहां मैंने कंटेनर को फ्लोट लिख दिया और नंबर दे दिया 34.35, एरर कि भाई 34.35 इज नॉट अ फ्लोट, 34.35 इज अ डबल, नॉट मेंशन्ड एज फ्लोट। आपको फ्लोट मेंशन करना पड़ेगा तब डालेंगे, यही मेंशन करने की बात मैंने अभी बताया नहीं। सिर्फ ये गलती को देखो कि 34.35 बाय डिफॉल्ट इज नॉट अ फ्लोट, इट डिड नॉट गो इन फ्लोट। मैंने सेकंड नंबर को फ्लोट लिखा था, मना कर दिया, ना ना नहीं चाहिए, नहीं लेंगे। Second number, since 34 or any fractional number is by default double type considered in Java, so तुमको mention करना पड़ेगा कि ये नंबर डबल है, ये डेटा कंटेनर, ये जो आइडेंटिफायर है, ये जो वेरिएबल है वो डबल टाइप है। बुलियन इज स्टेटस, इसमें केवल ट्रू फॉल्स ही जाएगा, दूसरा कोई नंबर नहीं जाएगा। तुम डालो एरर दे देगा, कंपाइल नहीं करेगा। अब देखो एक और चीज, आई हैव रिटन हियर फर्स्ट नंबर, थोड़ा इसको किनारे से लें तो ज्यादा क्लियर होगा। बस 2-3 मिनट और। आई एम राइटिंग विद इन कोटेशन मार्क, वही केस रहने दो। फर्स्ट नंबर प्लस second number, quotation mark close, plus and here status, quotation mark close, plus। थोड़ा एक बार देख लो अपने से। I have written first number 2 times, कलर देखो अलग अलग आ रहा है, इसका मीनिंग थोड़ा रुक करके समझो। फर्स्ट नंबर here also written, first number here also written, second number here also written, and second number here also written, status here also written, status here also written. But the difference is that when first it is written, it is given within quotation mark, and next it is written without quotation mark. In between the two, a plus symbol is given. Saving this, Control S I pressed, and I am compiling this again. Up arrow I am pressing, Java C myproc.java is coming. Java C is for calling the JDK compiler. Pressing enter, the compilation is done, no error. And when you will run it, Java is the call of Java virtual machine. Java by the name Java, by the word Java, it is called. Java is the call of Java virtual machine, and myprog is the name of the class. Pressing enter, see what is coming. First number 244, second number 34.35, the status false. Now recall, I told when something is enclosed within a pair of quotation marks, it becomes a string. So even first number is defined as variable. When you are enclosing this within quotation mark, it is treated as a string literal, and string literal comes by itself. So when you are writing and using a variable, quotation mark is not allowed. Quotation mark is the mark to declare a literal, not an identifier. First number here in the program, this first number is an identifier, is a variable, and this first number here is a literal, a string literal. Similarly, this second number here is a literal, this second number here is an identifier. अब इसीलिए यहां पर थोड़ा स्पेस भी दे देंगे, थोड़ा और मॉडी, फर्स्ट स्पेस नंबर, थोड़ा इक्वल टू दे दिया ज्यादा रीडेबिलिटी बढ़ाने के लिए। यहां भी वैसे ही कर दिया, सेकेंड स्पेस नंबर इक्वल टू, स्टेटस इज, कंट्रोल एस सेव, Java C, call of Java compiler myprog.java, compiling, and then Java, call of Java virtual machine, myprog, the name of the class, pressing enter, and see in what way the result is coming. First number equal to 244. Second number equal to 34.35. Status is false. So this increases the readability of the program. And of course, this creates a lot of confusion. So that needs some extent of practice. I am winding up the class at this moment today, and I hope that on your computers you will practice for these things. I hope also that you have made the Java compiler available on your computers, maybe NetBeans, maybe only JDK, and working on this shell prompt. But I recommend to work on the shell prompt. I don't prefer at this moment when you are beginning the lessons of Java. At this moment, I don't recommend NetBeans or any other IDE to work with, because when you will work in shell mode, it will give you the core idea about the Java programming environment. Soon after the end of the session, I will put the page that I wrote in the YouTube link. When you will open, you can download that. So you will refer the video. I think most of you have not watched. So you will watch later on and you will work accordingly, and the rest of the works your class teacher will assign. You may have seen the routine and program for examination. Computer is not included in PT1 exam, so you are free from computer exam, but your exam is all the day. Think new, work new, try to solve. That's it. Thank you. I am winding up the session. After that, you will get the link.